Detroti-Yak, the boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, the
What up,
boys
though?
is
It's your boy Nino Breezy, D-Lur.
Yes, y'all.
Enough said. Ride Out Mix Show. As promised, we got Detroiti-Yak in the building.
Yo, what up, dog?
Yeah.
What's up?
We got sounds now?
Huh?
We got sounds
Yeah, we got all kind of shit
now?
going
No,
on.
we didn't have that when I first came on here.
We got all kind of shit going
Shit,
on.
we got a live studio audience?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Yeah. What's good, man? The new project is out. The EP. Feeling it.
Thanks, bro.
what's up, man.
Highly
Appreciate that,
feeling
man.
it. Man.
Yeah, I concur, man. I concur. That was like a breath of fresh air, bro.
Word.
Refreshing,
Thanks, man.
Get
Appreciate that, bro.
That's love.
Get the
That's
Dylan
love.
horn going on that.
That's love, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, go ahead and introduce yourselves, man. I'm a little familiar, especially with you, Sean. But, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, y'all already know me. Sean from Pontiac. Yeah, that's it. That's it. One half of the group Detroiti-Yak.
Well, I'm Sadiq, the last musician. One half of the group duo, Detroiti-Yak, producer, instrumentalist, former Platinum Pop Pipers member, PPP. Just in case some people don't know.
I'm not real familiar, so.
And we had our first album, it was, a pretty big, underground album. We had Dilla on there.
Okay.
He did the song Shotgun with us. Me and YG did most of the production, and we had, Georgia and Mojo on there. Tiambe Lockhart, Dilla, who else? We had Tarak on there. Invincible, Maestro. Dwelle wasn't on the album. What's crazy is that what started off the album is that we did a few singles with Dwelle, Open Your Eyes remake and Riding High.
Okay.
So those kind of blew up, and then the label Ubiquity wanted to sign us to their label, so that's when we worked on the album. And Maestro, he did some production on there, and Zoe. He did the second single off that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
If you never heard of PPP, Platinum Pop Pipers, you got to get on it.
It sounds familiar, but
It's
I'm not.
nuts.
Yeah, our first album was it was it did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty big successful album. Questlove, he shouted us out. They put his quote on the album. That's how they was selling the album, so
Yeah.
we did a second one too, and then kind of disbanded after that. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Even years later, you throw that on right now, it's gonna feel like it's right now. It's timeless. PPP albums are timeless.
Okay.
Yeah, but we here to talk about Detroiti-Yak right now.
Yeah.
So-
Now, as far as y'all, how did y'all hook up? Where did y'all history go?
We met at St. Andrews, at St. Andrews Hall back in '92. Back then, it was crazy. The day I met him, I met Proof that night too there. Batan was there. Proof was the first dude who stepped up to me, because I saw these dudes dancing and stuff, and I danced, but I wasn't dope or nothing, no shit like that. So Proof walked up to me, man. He was like, "Man, yo, what's up? My name Proof." He shook his hand. He was like, "Man, anything you need or whatever, I'm here." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Damn!" This nigga cool as hell.
Yeah.
And after that, he's just a cool ass dude, man. But I met him. He was dancing, him, Fist, and a few other dudes. They was in the corner dancing, and that's how we hooked up. We ended up, all of us used to go to St. Andrews on Friday night, 3 Floors of Fun. That was our hangout spot. That's where House Shoes used to DJ. Everybody used to be there. You know what I'm saying? That was the spot, because after the Rhythm Kitchen closed, then everybody went to St. Andrews. I went to the Rhythm Kitchen a couple of times, but I wasn't a regular like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. We just end up, being cool, You know, SV, Slum Village, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace by 10 and J Dilla. They all was fam, you know?
Gotta hit the Dilla horn for that shit.
Yeah,
man.
so-
Real talk. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to actually. I heard some stories about the Rhythm Kitchen, but I never got out there. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think I wasn't even at St. Andrews yet.
Yeah,
man.
that's why you
I was
grab.
bumping into you at the squeeze dancing.
Yeah, that's why when I found out about St. Andrews, I was over squeezed. When you know, it's
Yeah.
cool going out there busting jits and rocking the booty music.
How
That's
did you
cool.
How did you get out there at an early age? Like,
You heard what I said. That's why you graduated, because you didn't go to St. Andrews. That's all. Like once I got out,
I was late by the time I got out there.
Yeah, I was in the club sneaking in with IDs and you know who Fist is?
Fist.
Sinclair?
Joe.
Joe Sinclair.
Oh yeah. I don't know him as Fist, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
put it
yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
When he seen what we could do in school, he grabbed a couple of us up and made us a group back then. And he said, "Yo, y'all gotta come somewhere with me." And he just talked to our moms, and they trusted us with him. So yeah, he got us fake IDs and all that shit. So he got us in the club early as hell and got us involved in the hip hop scene. So shout outs to Fist.
Yeah,
One
'cause
for Fist.
he was DJing, man.
Right, you know, he get wilding out when it comes to the politics.
Hey, he was DJing at
Wild.
OU at that time, right?
We was up there,
Okay.
when he was running the radio station program.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
Matter of fact,
legendary shit.
Yep. Matter of fact, Richard C., if y'all know who he is, was our first
I know.
manager, and and got
That
us
I didn't know.
shows. Yeah, got us shows. We was opening up for people, Method Man, Biggie, all them cats. So yeah, this was. And matter of fact, Bubby Webb produced our first 2 singles. Yep. And they even got us as far as going to Scuff Islam and about to get signed to a bunch of things, but it didn't fall through. But yeah,
Where them tracks at? I mean,
man, that was in
you know me, dog. I want to hear this.
Well,
Nobody want to hear "Face Full of Monkeys"
I want to hear
right
some of
now.
that shit. You talking about too, man.
Nobody want to hear about if your coochie was a cookie. I better buy the
Hey,
chip.
hey.
Nobody want to hear that right now.
face full of monkey sound good on a
Face full of
Friday
monkeys.
night.
Yeah.
Any damn night.
Face full of monkeys.
You ain't lying, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so Detroiti-Yak, man.
Yeah.
I know y'all say y'all here to talk that. So how did this shit get started, man?
Yeah, tell me about the name. Like,
Well, I came up with the name. I was like, shit, I'm from Detroit, he from the Yak, and I wanted something, that didn't necessarily sound like a hip hop group. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something that kind of transcends just hip hop because, I know the production I was doing, it's not necessarily what you call just quote unquote hip hop because I do a lot of different shit. So I just wanted that name to sound kind of futuristic a little bit, So that's what I came up with, Detroiti-Yak. I threw it to shout it to him. He was like, dope. So that's what we ran with.
okay, so it wasn't no elimination process?
No, it wasn't
We
really.
don't really do that.
'Cause
Yeah.
I want to hear the first name y'all came up
No. Because what's crazy, I would say, shit, was like 2001, 2002. Me and him had started rhyming back then.
Okay.
And YG, who's the producer, he was one half of Platinum Pop Pipers.
Okay.
He was doing some of the tracks for us. And some of those tracks ended up on Slum Village
Slum
Trinity
Village.
album.
Yeah. And some of them ended up on JD album too.
Yeah, and we rhymed over them. But of course, he wanted to get the check, which we understood. So he took them. But we rhymed. I think we did we got like 8 songs that we did.
I hated it. I was mad a little bit, but I understood.
So we didn't have a name. We was coming up with something, and then by the time we really started gelling and coming up with songs, Wajid approached me about doing the Platinum Pop Pipers because originally PPP was consist of Dwelle and him.
Okay.
So they asked me to go in to help, production, play keys or whatever. So once Virgin Records got wind of Dwelle doing it, because Dwelle just got signed to Virgin, they told him no, you can't do this. So that's why when you see the records, we spelled his name backwards. So he had to pull himself out of the PPP album.
Okay.
So, that's how that happened. And once that happened, me and him, we just, it's like I can't do it. So
He went off to Europe.
Yeah, I mean, I toured
I
Europe.
stayed in the streets, literally.
Moved to New York for 14 years, and then, shit.
Yeah, because you just recently came back.
Yeah, like September. You know what I'm saying?
It was recent.
Yeah.
Hey, hold off on that. We gonna come back to that. Hey, let's go ahead and break one of these new joints. This is the first time we played any joints outside of the Detroti-Yak song, the title track. This one's called A Better Way. We gonna go ahead and get into that. Y'all know where y'all heard it. If y'all ain't got the album, make sure y'all get it, stream it, and we'll be back with Detroiti-Yak. Well, actually, hey, yo, we back. Right out Mix Show, D-Lurk, Nino Breezy, Detroiti-Yak.
Yeah.
No, I'm too
How
loud.
you too loud? Let me turn you back down. There we go. I got your shit fixed.
Yeah, no.
Just had to adjust it.
They never satisfied.
You told me to take off my cool voice. Now I'm talking too loud.
Hey, you good. You gravy. You in the game. Now we got a Sean, man. I'm calling you Tricky. You still Tricky, man.
That's it. Hey, don't worry. It's still tattooed to my chest with a raggedy ass weed man next to it.
Hey, Tricky,
First
man.
tattoo, garbage as shit.
Man, hey, Tricky is the only, I know I said this last time you was here and I done said it on social media. This is the only dude that go to a college fair when we in high school and get in a fight, dog, when we in Detroit. Like, for real. And they was... I'm dead serious, dog.
Well, I don't know what school the niggas
I never
from, man.
forget that shit, dog.
The whole football team tried to stump me out. It was
It was like Tree got jumped. I'm like, huh? We took a bus out there and Tree got into some shit and but anywho, man. So you only been here since September. I knew it was short. So all this shit got done. Y'all just immediately went to work when y'all got here, or
No, I mean, I was always
coming.
coming back home to the D. You know what I'm saying? I actually moved back like 2013. I stayed for like 6 months, but I had to go back because I had my daughters and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, when I approached him, like, shit, I want to say, what was it, like December 2000, what? It was 2000.
No, it was the end of 17.
End of 17, I approached him about, hey, because he sent me some stuff that he did, because he did something on one of my beats I sent him. And I thought about it, I was like, yeah, man, why don't we just put this shit together? So I hit him up, I threw him some beats and shit, but a lot of that stuff, I did in New York. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have done, the only thing I did do here was 7-Up, what was it?
You sure you did all that in New York?
Yeah, I did Detroiti-Yak, the Jungle. I did the intro. I did in New York. I did all that shit. The only joint I did when I got back was 7-Up Motor City. That was only
off of this, but we got like shit for the actual album.
Yeah. But for the album, I mean, we got. I ain't tell you, but I gave Sid a little treat.
I got a joint. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into
So,
it. I got exclusive.
I gave him a little
I get the
exclusive. You know what I'm
man.
saying? I had to hit my dogs up.
This nigga is spoiled.
How long ago it's been?
Dude, I sent it to him like.
See?
30 minutes?
No, it felt exactly like when we go to a concert and you there. I'm left in the crowd. He done went with him backstage and shit. And I'm like, damn, where Bro go? I'm still, I'm still getting the mode.
Selfie.
Yeah.
On stage with P Rock DJ and shit.
He popped back up, nigga. I was just back there with Tricky. Shit, I was out here with my Miller Lite. Okay?
I got you.
Tricky the only person, another only person. You got a lot of only person. He the only person, man, after a concert and I go on social media and they say somebody dancing on stage with Bell Biv DeVoe and I already knew before I clicked on the video it was
You knew it was him. You knew it was that nigga.
Dancing the poison and shit.
Yo, man, the universe be fucking with me, man. That's why I can't get drunk no more.
That's
man.
why I fucks with you, man.
That's what's up. Nah, it was love. We was there and we had talked about. I know how I said fuck with SG, and T3 hit me up and I told him I was there, and he came out in the crowd, grabbed me, and I just grabbed said
Yeah, he was like, come with me real quick. Hey, he tell me where he's going. I'm like, D, I'll be back. I
just went back to the bar.
My fault, man.
Damn, dog.
I just went back to the bar, man. I held our spot down, though.
Damn.
Yeah. Said got off. Got off backstage. It was dope, though. It was dope. It was real dope.
Never a dull moment with this guy, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's real talk. But yeah, so you said a lot of them joints got done in New York.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the only joint, like I said, 7 Up was the only joint I did hit when I got back here. Cause once we got back here, cause to be honest with you, the EP really was supposed to be an album.
Okay.
But I was just doing beats after beats, and there were some songs we'd already recorded too.
Okay.
And one of the joints I sent you, that's part of the album.
Okay.
So I was like, he kept pumping like, man, we need to do an EP. I'm like, no, fuck that, man. I want to put all this shit together. But I thought about it, I was like, man, niggas can't debut with a goddamn Tupac double album and shit. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. We'll take the stuff that we got and go on and make the EP out of that. Because honestly, the stuff that we have on the EP compared to what we're doing for the album is a totally different transition. Even production wise,
I was
like,
about to say it's a
different vibe. I mean, it's definitely more socially conscious. I mean, we're talking about a lot of.
It's really shit. Us.
Yeah,
like this right here. He was like this album, the beats and everything, kind of real aggressive. Where the other one was still like that, but this right here, I think, do represent a moment in 2018 and stuff, that 2019, that he was really in a certain thing, and when he came back, then we vibed more, and this is dope how it worked. This was organic.
So when you say you was in New York during most of the production, so you as a producer, that atmosphere doesn't affect you, like, cause like I told him earlier, when I was listening to what he sent me, I said, shit, I was ready to rail out to the aisle then. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I had some shit on the smoker where I'm like, damn, do I leave my meat and go take a ride? You know what I'm saying? But it gave me that effect.
Right.
So you as a producer, that don't bother you, like.
Well, to be honest with you, man, living in New York, because I moved out there once when we did the PPP album, when we was finishing it, we moved out there. We had the opportunity to move out there.
Okay.
I was going through some personal shit, my kid's mom left. She took the girl, my daughter's with her. I was kind of over the D at that time. I was like, man, let me move back. Let me just get out of here. It was an opportunity to move to New York. We did the PPP and shit. But to be honest with you, being in New York, I was always about the D. I never claimed New York. I stayed in Brooklyn. I love New York, but the D is always in me. So that aesthetic and that vibe is definitely in the music. So when you hear Belle Isle, that's all Detroit. Everything you hear on this album is straight Detroit. Wasn't nothing really influenced by nothing else.
That came to my mind, not to cut you off.
No, yeah, it's all good.
But that sound. I'm like, damn, that's that Detroit sound.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
To give me like
it brings you to that essence listening to this project.
You know what else is funny? Because when he made all the music, he'd make the music, and then he'd title it. And so all the music that he made, he titled it, because I guess that was the feeling that he had. But we didn't write the album until he got here. So we wrote together. So what you hear with the writing was always us.
Well, I was for a lot of those songs, I was flying back and forth to New York here.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we wrote it. So I fly here, we write it for like 4 hours. The next day, we go on the studio record. I fly back to New York.
Yeah.
So that's basically how this, the EP was pretty much done, that way.
Yeah, that, like he said, that's definitely. The sound is refreshing. I mean, even hear that Belle Isle track, like it took me back to a moment because, like in my days when I was going back and forth, especially early like 2000, like I was really like at Belle Isle like every weekend.
Right.
And the album that stayed in rotation with me and my mans that was riding shotgun with me back and forth out there was Fantastic Volume 2.
Oh shit, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was huge, you know, for me, and to hear that and take me back, and I'm like, what was I listening? Oh shit, that's what I was listening to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we felt like Belle Isle is something everybody in the D can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's mine.
Oh, yours?
My mic was still on, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was saying, you know, Belle Isle to me, what we talking about, I think that's something everybody who's born and raised in the D, or not just the D, but just Pontiac anywhere can relate to. Like niggas can relate to Friday night going to get some brews, whatever, smoke you a little whatever, ride in the car, go see some females off Jefferson, go to Belle Isle and just chill. Like everybody know that. So and that's relatable.
And
that's some D shit.
And you know, it's funny that on the first stuff that we was working with, we wrote our first 8 songs at Belle Isle. We'd drive down in my 88 Delta 88, write it there. So when he came back from New York and we were talking about Belle Isle, that song was written about literally us and what we do preparing for the night, going to St. Andrew, then being down in Belle Isle. So that was kind of us reminiscing. That's why when you hear it, it's kind of written like that.
Right.
It's literally like stories. Him coming up, I'm always late. I'm late today getting dressed. I'm always him yelling.
Nigga, stay late.
I'll be late too.
You my nigga, dog.
I think he looking for another job.
Yeah, y'all. Look,
you don't understand, like me, man. I'm about my business, man. It's like I like to be on time. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that you as an artist, man, you gotta do that. You can't just be on some fuck shit, cause then niggas don't want to fuck with you.
God want me to lose my keys before I leave the house. It's not me.
You sound like somebody I know that's about that. Yeah, you know, go out there. Hey man, let's go ahead and get into the title track off the EP, man. This joint is also the intro to the Ride Out Mix Show. So when y'all tune in at 6 o'clock, if y'all tune in right on at 6, this is the joint y'all hear. I appreciate Tricky for the shout out.
Damn. Hold on.
What?
He took my seat when I wasn't here one time. Now he done took the intro spot.
He took the intro spot, dog. You ain't been here, man. I told you when you job hunting. This is
I'm about to put my resume out there.
Hey, let's go
I'm
ahead.
about to put my resume out there. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna send my shit to elite meeting. Oh shit!
Hey, you better watch your boy in the corner.
And Meezy already like, come on over. Saying you ain't even see that shit.
This is coming.
Say that
We used to
again.
go to this club on Friday nights.
And young man,
Back in the night.
can you hear some? My name is Detroit Papa Smurf,
Me and my brother.
and I'm one of the guys that's been around St. Andrews for over 44 years. I've been on tour with a lot of the big dancers that came through. I've met artists like Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z. I've been on tour with Haley Williams and Paramore, Bowling Pursuit, Manchester artists, the Spindle Dust Roots, Cage Out of Darkness, ICP. I met all those different artists that came through there. And pretty basically what I do out here, young man, like you guys, I try to come out, spare my love, my compassion, and get people up to date of what's really going around the city of Detroit. The city of Detroit really trying to grow, but the people got to grow with it, you know. So if the people don't grow, the city can't grow. Regardless of whatever you put up there, the city, the people got to grow with the city, young man. And I'm 65 years old. I'm just giving it from my heart, for real. You know?
Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Yo, Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming.
Yo, Sadiq, the word ready for your introduction.
What up, though? Detroit is the place where I come from. That introduction be our very slogan. The city of men coming young, and niggas back to Gats and Cadillacs in case some niggas front. Motor City, the home of the Gators. Big shot money, getting bona fide players. Lions and Tigers, Red Wings and Pistons. Slip up once and that ass will be missing. 313, the legendary area code. Trick the mayor of the no-fly zone. It's a pity if you touch about my city. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat on that ass, boy, we getting busy. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming.
Yo, Sean, grab the mic for these niggas in frontin'.
Look, ain't nobody fucking with me, nigga. Fuck around and you die quicker. I'm heavily influenced off that liquor, and lately having conversations with my liver. I told that nigga quit bitching, we sipping, so man up. Grip another fifth, twist the lip in the red cup. Cuz fast as split, licking the thumb cut. We roll the best strand, move rocks in the long puff. Yak Town, east side, you scared you hide. My niggas fall through like rawhide. Pontiac cheap ride. My dogs on the other side screaming north. Wild little niggas don't let them off the front porch with hand cannons. My people be blamming, have the crowd scrambling. Wonder what's happening. The music shot jamming. Enough says to manning. It's all love here, but you get shot round here.
Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Detroiti-Yak, them boys is coming. Cause them boys is coming.
Them boys is coming. Them boys is coming. Them boys is coming. Them boys is coming.
Hey, what y'all over here? What y'all talking about? I missed that the end of that combo, man.
We talking about bitches from the Newmans. That's what we talking about.
I swear to God, I was gonna say you talking about the
And we back. We live. Music Shop. MusicShop.com. Detroiti-Yak. Ride Out Big Show. Nino Breezy. D-Learn. Hey, what y'all bitches for the Newmans?
Yeah, meet me up at Pino's, baby.
Who's baby?
There's gotta be some yak shit.
You can't even run from your baby daddy because one side got the gate locked. One way in, one way out.
That's it.
You get shot up by your baby daddy and caught by the cops.
Hell yeah.
Your ass trying to hop the fence and that shoe fall off. That one shoe. That bitch said motherfucking shoestring and caught the gate and shit.
She said, you driving? Nah.
Y'all hear that? Newmans.
The Newmans in the jungle.
Hey, for
That's
real.
funny as hell.
For real. I ain't, baby, that's a lease. I ain't driving.
That's some
I gotta
crazy
turn this
shit,
shit
dog.
back in.
Oh shit!
Hey, for our people that's not from here, you know, we got some overseas listeners.
Shout out to Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda, we popping. Pontiac, Michigan, Yak Town.
Oh
Yeah, the Newmans, man. The
Shout
jungle.
out to Popeyes, man. Shout out to Popeyes.
Hey, shout out to niggas running Popeyes on chicken sandwich.
Y'all ain't vegans, are you?
No, but I haven't had that
I ain't
Popeye
had
sandwich.
it. I can't get it.
No, you ain't gonna get it.
I was
Man,
going.
let me tell you something. Black people and chicken?
Man,
Are you crazy?
dog. I was going for an 8-piece. I wasn't going for the sandwich. I ain't know what was going on. You know what I mean? I couldn't get out the line. I'm like, what the
Niggas
fuck?
is online fighting and shit.
Did you find out what was going on when you came here and I brought you, or told you about it, or you already?
When you
figured it out?
told me, I'm like, that's why I couldn't get out.
Last week.
Yeah, I went. Like I said, I went for an 8-piece. I ain't know nothing about the
Over
sandwich.
Cause you don't be on social media, you know, like that, or the internet like that. So yeah.
I didn't know niggas was tripping over
some chicken, a chicken
Yo,
sandwich,
yo.
bro.
Man,
Yo, you know they estimated.
$23 million.
No, do you know that
Is
right
that-
there, with the publicity they got, was worth over $30 million
Oh, it was
in
over 30. I
advertisement?
thought it was 23, man.
And over advertisement.
is that
Over
in the
niggas
US
and a chicken
or-
sandwich.
Shout out to niggas. Hey,
Is Popeyes even everywhere?
Hey.
Like,
for y'all that's listening to this right here, hey, do me a favor. I need some, man.
bring me a sandwich. That's what I need.
And give him a sandwich and do me some. Shout us out, man.
And,
You know,
and hold the
post some of
pickles,
this
because
shit.
I heard it got pickles on it. Hold the pickles.
Man, that's crazy.
Do
though, man.
not bring me no damn chicken sandwich. I'm good.
Yeah, that was another thing when I saw that they had pickles on there. Like, when?
Bring me the sandwich, but I don't want no pickles. You want a pickle?
I don't know. I'm gonna take them off anyway. Take them pickles off.
That's what I'm saying.
Ew, man. Detroiti-Yak, man. So,
This is where we at now? Fucking chicken, this is where we at?
yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
But,
Detroiti-Yak, man. What's up?
The album.
Right.
So, that's done?
Not even. Shit.
Okay.
We got man,
Y'all doing deluxe edition.
I'm gonna say it's like 17 joints. I would say the joint, you know, I sent how many we got? We got like partial shit done. You know what I'm saying? But the beats is done. I told him, I was like, man, I'm not doing no more beats. That's it for the album. That's it. Because I was keep doing them.
Yeah.
I said, okay, this is what we got, and we just gonna write to. So right now,
Okay.
you know, we want to put this out, let it settle, breathe, and then we gonna get back in and knock the album out.
So you already sifted through everything, or?
I mean, all the beats that we got and the songs, you know, we're pretty much set on it. I mean, cause we got some features on there. We got Nico Red from Detroit. She wrote a lot of stuff. We got Nissa Sharnissa. She's another talented vocalist and writer. She sung on a joint on there with us.
Ceramic Girl.
And Black Woman.
And Black Woman, yeah.
So that's it. We might sneak some other features. We gotta see how we feel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So we working on that.
The cool thing is there's no time and date. Obviously, we want to ride a wave while we can, but we have to wait till the time is right. You know what I mean? And you just can't go, hey, here go a verse. Give me a verse. It's got to be right, or else it's not worth doing. I mean, the music, if it sells 1 billion, cross my fingers, hope it does. But if it don't, it's so personal that you just don't want to let your baby go and not be able to nurture it correctly when it's released to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always for the love first.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, do y'all have a label?
No label. No label. I mean, we putting it out ourselves pretty much.
Okay.
You know, I mean, hey, after the EP, if something come up, you know, definitely we definitely open to it. But
in this climate, though,
you don't
the
need
way
it.
to go.
I mean, yeah, you don't really need it. Not, you know,
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, because you have to pretty much put up your own bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's always the pros and the cons. But I think at the end of the day, you know, putting shit out yourself is always going to benefit you in the long run because you got the control over it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna create your own merch. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You control your tour, all that shit. So all that money come back to you. It's just you got to work a little bit more harder.
Right.
So I'm saying, you know, I mean, who knows if the right situation come along? It would have to be an independent label, of course. You know.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's just me and him.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you had it established like an independent label yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we working on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something. But like I said, if opportunity, you never know, opportunity might come.
And then also, it's a difference between saying, yeah, we got a record label. Yeah, we got a record label. Everybody can go get an LLC on the record label.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, you know, if we had a is the record label paying for us? Is it paying for everything else? So in the traditional sense of a record label, no, we're independent.
Yep.
So yeah, just
and
to
we'll
say
probably stay independent.
Yeah, just to say that we have one, just to say it, no. It's independent. We're working on our own stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of merch, I love gifts.
Oh, so you trying to? Well, I say give him that water.
Look,
Well,
I took 2 sips out of this.
You're recycling gifts?
I got this.
I'm like a that's a snap. Well, I'm like a 7 3/4.
I got a Metro that got 14% left on it. And I got this camo Pontiac.
That looked like they had Method Man on.
Yeah, now Method rocking. Now everybody else want to rock it. It's cool now. I got this camo straight out of In and Out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Represent.
That's classic.
They got water, almost dead cell phone, and a hat from In and Out. You living, bro.
That might be the.
I mean, to discuss the merch
See what I'm
situation.
Perfect, and I ain't even got dreads.
Wow.
This is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Perfect.
No, that's yours for real.
But no, y'all get that vinyl thing going. I definitely need.
Yeah. We working on that right now. We are working on getting the CDs and the vinyl done. I mean, we was even thinking about maybe doing a limited edition cassette. You know what I'm saying?
I saw y'all post about that.
Yeah. So I mean, we definitely cooking that up. So that's gonna be coming soon. You know? Yeah.
Oh, that's dope there.
Yeah. So
can we go ahead?
Have some of your water.
I got a question.
What up, that
Outside of the title track, which track do y'all think represents the album the most?
Wow. You want to repeat that on the mic so everybody can hear that?
Yeah, shout out to Meezy, man. He over here hard at work. But yeah, he said outside of the title track, which track he said represents the
album
the most?
What's it for you?
I say Detroiti-Yak. I think that pretty much sums up, you know.
Outside of that one.
Outside of that.
That's the one. Outside of that one.
You gotta think a little bit.
For me, I'm gonna say that when I wrote Hard Bodies, I 100%. That's how I feel to my heart. When I wrote Hard Bodies, it's about that's it. Hard Bodies for me. Anybody can listen to it, and it's available.
I say the Jungle. Because it gives you everything that y'all kind of talk about. Because y'all kind of talking about life, reality, all in a hip hop form. And it's really kind of like everything that y'all talked about in the previous tracks. Y'all kind of summed it up in the Jungle. That's what I think.
Shit. There you go. Then I didn't really think about that.
And you know what? And if that's the vibe you get from it, then that's dope.
Yeah.
I think Jungle represent all of us. But from a personal level, I think when I wrote Hard Body, that's the way I feel about the state of hip hop, how I feel about other people, how I feel about other people rapping, what they're rapping about, being socially conscious, all that. But when I hear Jungle, I'm speaking for all my people in the conditions that we're living.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely what we was talking about in Jungle, you know. As far as Hard Bodies, you know, that was more for me, that was more personal, you know, personal thing for me, you know, because it's like being in Detroit, being like considered a weirdo, different nigga. You know, niggas, they paint you, they look at you a certain way, but it's at the end of the day, I'm from the hood just like every other nigga. You know what I'm saying? West Side. I lived on the west side, east side. You know, as a kid, I did my little shit. I sold a little dope here and there. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people have a certain perception of you when they look at you. They like, oh, this hip-hop nigga, because we used to have the dreads and all this shit. So that was
we used to have to fight.
Oh, yeah.
We had lots.
Like,
we're tie-dye.
Like in St. Andrews, man, I was fighting like all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Hey, since you brought up Hard Bodies, man, let's go ahead and get into it.
Right.
Y'all, if y'all ain't heard the album, the EP yet, y'all heard it here first. Yeah. Hard Bodies, man.
Hard Bodies. Niggas lick the shotties.
That was some nice introspective.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So did we agree that that's what sums up the album, or was it?
Nah, well, not for me, not Hard Bodies. I think what Meezy said about Jungle, I think that kind of sums up the album to me. You know.
Yeah, I think. I think the introduction outside of that, I think is a real hard question because, I mean, the whole album, if you think about it, from the first track, if you think about the intro is just like, hey, he's been out the game, he's back, he never really left, to, yo, this is where we come from. After that, the Jungle, this is how our environment is. Better Way is literally a story about our relationships. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you go from that, what's next after that?
Better Way, Belle Isle.
Belle Isle is where we hang out at. That's where we love. That's where we come from. When we reminisce, we think about the good old days. That's what we think about.
That's my joint because see, I can go from any era, like any age.
Yeah.
As far as Bella, like as far as my big cousin taking me just to go out there and swim or go down a slide.
Right,
To,
slide.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until me being older, driving myself, and we just going to
right.
get lifted and
right.
fuck with the chicks.
If nobody from Michigan, and they ever came to the D, you know Woodward, you know Jefferson, and you know Belle Isle, and that's always gonna be a memory.
Yeah.
So even going from Belle Isle, our memories, to even just going into, you know what I mean, like even 7-Up being at the point to kick it with our homies, and that's just a mentality. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I think was beautiful about the EP. The EP is a summary of really who we are, and I think that's another reason that it necessarily the album is going to be a separate entity. We're introducing ourselves to you in the EP.
Right. You're right. The EP is really an introduction. That's pretty much what it is.
Hey, real quick, since you brought up 7-Up, the track, you know, it features Marv Wine, Roast Spit, and T3.
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about?
Shit.
Well, first of all, I ran downstairs like, what the fuck are you? What the fuck is that? Sadiq was down there doing his fucking mad scientist shit, and you can finish up the rest of the story. When I heard that, I said, what the fuck? And go ahead, bro.
I mean, yeah, he came down and he was like, man, what the hell is this? I'm like, that's some shit. I said, I don't know if it's gonna go.
Every beat. Just some shit I'm working.
You know, cause I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'll make some shit, and I'm like, okay, you know, I don't be on my own dick. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I heard it, and he came in. He's like, what the fuck is that? I was like, oh, that's some shit. I was like, I'm thinking about maybe we could use it. He was like, bro. And I told him, man, take your ass upstairs.
You want to rap over everything?
Yeah, you want to rap over everything. So I thought, I was like, yeah, this shit is dope. And I was like, no, it'd be dope if we got T3. And then he was like, man, we need to get Raw on something. I would love to get Raw. I was like, damn, that would be dope. I said, let's put Raw on it. So when we went to the studio, T3 had already laid his verses. I sent it to him. He laid his verse wherever. And then when we went to the studio recorded, we hit Raw before. He said, yeah, dope, he'll do it. So he came out, shout out to Raw Spit. Yeah. And he came to the studio, and Marv One was there, because Marv One, you know, he works with Maestro at Silent Riot Studio. So he was there.
That's the same studio we went to that one night,
Silent Riot.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. When I saw the picture.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Y'all left me in the car.
This can't be wild.
He ain't being left out.
He be wild, dog.
Hey, but Marv One was sitting there while we was doing it. He was like, you know, he was feeling the beat, and so he said, man, y'all mind if I come out? I got something. I said, man, go right ahead. So he did the chorus.
Right on the spot.
Yeah, I said that's him on the hook.
Yeah, I said him on the hook, and then that's how I came out.
Walked in while we was already recording and did it. And the funny thing about Ro is, I'm like, yo, we got a track we want you to hear. He was like, word, send it. And I said, all right. While he was on the phone, I sent it to him. And I'm like, so, you know, you don't fuck with it? And, you know, like, what do I owe you? He was like, he said, what? He said, you don't have some drinks there? I said, what you want? He said, guess. I'm like, Cavassier? He was like, you got it. Like, literally like that. And that's when you hear him rapping, that's what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. He was just like, have some drinks there. Yep. Came in, I mean, and Ro was like one of the first ones that just jumped behind us when he first heard it.
Yep.
We went to one of his joints one day, and he played it. He played it in the club.
Yeah, we was at Queen's Bar.
Yeah,
he spinning down there, and he just played our shit. So Raw, you know,
man, he real humble, man.
Yeah, he's a man, one of the coolest motherfuckers. Man, and he
like a regular hero.
Yeah,
and you know what? Let me go over and beyond. Then hold on.
This nigga taking the shoes off, y'all.
Yeah, cause
I
copped these at Burn Rubber, located in
shit,
Royal Oak, Michigan.
I got these at Burn Rubber too.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's what we did.
That's love.
Hey,
bro, shout out to Burn Rubber, bro.
$23 million in, or you said something, $30 million in free advertisement from the music shop right here.
Yo, Burn Rubber chicken sandwiches right here.
Right.
I got a few scuff marks on mine.
We left his shoes in the car.
Yeah, he like the extended friend.
Oh, I'm looking at his shoes now. They look like some goddamn police shoes. That nigga about the security guard at CVS or something.
Hey, I'm a bricklayer.
Them niggas got them CVS's on.
I just mixed some cement before I came here, man.
Damn, man. That nigga got a flashlight in his back pocket.
Whatever he doing, that's why he always late, man.
Damn, what? And he hiding them motherfucking shoes too.
Hell yeah, they tuck.
Them bitches tucked like a motherfucker. And they scrubbed up. All I see is a big ass brown mark on them
That's
bitches.
his other job before he come here. His music shop t-shirt, he had that in the car already. He threw
That bitch too little. Hey,
I'm sorry, man. I know I'm blazing, dog. I can't.
I said I need a bigger shirt for the night, man. I done gained a few pounds in the last 2
Oh
weeks.
shit, dog. Damn, man. Got me coming up in here blazing.
No, this is why we getting fights, dog. I swear to
Oh,
God.
man.
Dog.
I just had to, I don't know why. I was like, man, let me see what this nigga's shoes look like. I'm like, oh, this nigga look like motherfucker 5-0 up in this bitch.
he said 5-0.
Man, he got the security cargo sweatpants.
Here we go.
Oh shit, dog! I can't say no more, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm sorry, dog. That's what we do, man. We just blaze. I'm sorry, I blaze niggas too, dog. I'm a nerd, but I blaze niggas.
Goes out, dog. Oh, shit.
Oh, good.
That's all right.
Damn, man.
Man, y'all got 2 minutes.
Woo!
Hey,
This is why we getting fights, dog.
Oh,
man.
man.
Shit.
Dog.
I hate you,
God
dog.
damn.
Oh, God.
Hey.
the shoes are still tucked, people.
Sorry to the people in Europe.
God damn.
Hey, Sadiq, I know you gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
But now you,
I tried to blaze it. I tried to blaze this nigga. He won't be out here.
You gotta go.
I tried to blaze this nigga. He won't be out here.
Hey, still feel free.
Hey,
We on
hey,
this radio. We can keep this shit going, man. I know you said.
Oh
And
shit,
you walking
dog.
him out too.
One minute,
Oh,
man.
shit.
1 minute.
He gonna walk me out with that flashlight. That's what he gonna walk me out.
he gonna try to punch you and shut the door behind your back.
Hey, where Foxy at?
Oh shit.
Where the dog
Let
at?
me hit the whistle.
Oh shit, dog.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Before you get out of here, man.
Stupid, man.
Show your love, man. To your peace, anything, man. Anybody you want to show some special shout outs?
I just want to shout out to, like, you know, everybody who supported us. You know what I'm saying? Definitely you said, because you know you've been championing us since, you know, we first started dropping shit, man. So we really appreciate the love, man.
I heard an early version of the Jungle, like it might have not been mixed mastered or whatever.
Oh yeah,
That was one of the
yeah.
first joints I heard.
Yeah.
And you know, I had forgot that I had heard it. You know, when Trick sent it to me, but yeah, when I heard that album, that was like the first one that like really just, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I've been a fan from day one since.
Yeah, man.
I think that might have been the first joint you sent me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Probably was.
Yeah.
Probably was.
Before
Which is funny because we didn't share the music with anybody, but I like I got to share.
I told you y'all on to something.
Yeah, you did.
Like whatever
You did.
vibe y'all got going on, keep that shit.
Yeah.
First when I was sending my stuff,
Yeah.
he was like, "Man, who is this producing?" I'm like, "This is my brother Sadiq. He in New York." Man, I'm like, "Damn, man, why don't y'all?" But you know, time wasn't right. But yeah.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, you know, the album, you know, the album is the shit's crazy. The production, you know, what the songs that we got so far is it's gonna blow the EP out. But I as I was saying, I gave you that exclusive joint today.
Yeah,
that joint that joint is called Black Woman.
Oh damn, you sent the Black Woman?
Yeah, I sent a Black Woman. That's our ode to, you know, to our sisters, our mothers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like black women don't get the praise that they should get, man. So that song is definitely out to them. And featured on that song.
No.
Yeah, featured on that.
Didn't get a chance to
oh yeah, he did.
This is my first time hearing it.
So Nico Red, she wrote the hook, and Sharnissa is also singing on that too. So those are two features. Those two artists. I gave him a treat, man. That's what's after that, you know, it ain't, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can play that one, man. But yeah, I just want to say, you know, peace and shout out to the music shop, man. We appreciate you, man, and appreciate what, you know, the love and stuff that y'all sharing for us. Shout out to Meezy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He been fam since forever, man. He shot a dope ass video for us, and we gonna shoot some more. We gonna do some more things with Elite, you know, media. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And
I need to round up the crew for that 7-Up.
Oh yeah. We got it. You, man. You know, I hit T3 up, so I'm like, yo, let me know. He ain't hit me back yet. You know what I'm saying? 3.
Yeah, we gotta catch him.
Yeah, we gotta catch him. But right now he's been torn.
Yeah, they overseas.
Yeah, he told me he was gonna be torn for a while.
Shit dropped today. Is that because I seen a lot of familiar tracks on the album.
It did something dropped today, but I wasn't able to get to it.
I was looking at the track list and I seen a lot of old. Alright, man. Hey, Sadiq, man. Once you come here, you fam. So anytime, any exclusives.
You know I got. You know
I know he talking merch. So
hey,
but
listen,
no, real talk,
we gonna have him on the merch. And bro, I'm gonna hit you up. Vinyl. But any exclusives, trust me, you're gonna be the first to get it, bro.
So this joint, man. Go ahead and
introduce it. This is called Black Woman by Detroiti-Yak featuring Nico Red and Nissa.
Y'all heard it here first.
Word.